But you know, for me, like I said, the only thing Blair Witch had for it is it was arguably you're going to be more interesting when you're outdoors. You have day, you have night, you have different elements in day and night, namely light and dark. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot more atmospheric, moody stuff going on with something that takes place, especially outdoors in a tent in these cold situations. So there's more character in terms of the location and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you know, I heard that like that Paranormal Activity's got like a $15,000 or $16,000 budget. It's just like
a lot of it went to the
last shot.
The last shot,
yeah, that's
which
what I figured. Probably cost.
Spielberg was the one that made that last shot. The original last shot of the movie was entirely different.
Have you seen the original? What's the original last shot?
The original last shot, like, spoiler, she kills the guy with the knife that went missing earlier in the movie, and then she slits her throat in front of the thing, and it bleeds, and then, like, you see like the demon for a moment, then she falls out of frame.
So it cost $15,000 for the
for that, like,
and then I think that was really stupid too.
Yeah,
because
I didn't like
to take a movie that's supposed to be found footage and then put what's blatantly obvious a computer generated effect, I think is just beyond stupid. At least Blair Witch didn't have the audacity to do that bullshit.
No.
So I you know what? If you've watched some of my reviews before, I've said on several of them that the lowest I go is 1 star. I can go lower. We're talking 0 stars for Paranormal Activity. For me, it's just an abomination. It's an abomination of what. It's just an abomination. All this stuff taking place in one house. And what, I can't remember, but it seems to me like the only time there was like the date or the time, you know, the time with the minutes and seconds on there, is when it fast forwarded.
Yeah.
The only reason there was ever, I can't be sure, I don't remember for sure, but it seemed like the only time the time was ever on the screen is when it was needed there to show the passage of time, as someone would stand up and just be like, this is over 12 hours.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, what's the reason for the fast forwarding of it? Is that what they're doing, like when who's fast forwarding it?
Oh, that, like that, just like that.
Playing it back?
When it's not necessarily playing it back, just to show, like, somebody found this footage and compiled it into a documentary.
Oh, I see. So it is compiled into a documentary.
Yeah, it's done like documentary.
I have seen it, but I just don't remember. So that's how the beginning says.
Well, like this footage was found or something. I can't remember, but
I can't remember either.
It's something like that.
You know, and it's like it's not scary to me. You know, when someone gets out of bed at night and stands there for 5 hours in a row. You know, and also, you know, I only remember a few things, and one of the things I remember is downstairs, like in the living room. I don't know what they had on. What was on the table? Something. I don't know. It was a Ouija board. Yeah. It was a Ouija board. They have a Ouija board on the table. I can remember. I don't know what they did, but then they go out. Yeah, they go outside and they leave the room and the camera's still going, and it's like, psst, a fire starts on the Ouija board. You know, and it's like that. If that's the most interesting. And how long is this? Like 80-something minutes or something.
It's 80 minutes, I think.
You know, and then you know the amazing scene, which I watch over and over when the door goes. I love that scene, and I'm glad it's got its own chapter. So
the thing that is really kind of unique and interesting about the movie is that you touched on it and I touched on it, is that it's a copy of Blair Witch Project. Now, like in formula, Blair Witch, you go into the woods and then subtle little things start happening at first, and then it escalates as far as it goes on. But the subtle little things that happen in Blair Witch, you can just be like, oh, that's just, like, you can sort of like argue, no, that's just, somebody else put those rocks there last time they were in the woods. So like you're forcibly trying to deny the horror that's going on, whereas in this they're telling you like, look.
Oh, with the door. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. So it's undeniable.
Yeah. So
that the door's moving.
So it's harder to buy into like how the characters are like, no, something's weird's happening, but you know what? I don't believe in this. Whereas in Blair Witch, like, their mentality is like, well, nothing like this could possibly happen. So that somebody else came into these woods and did that, and so like you're sitting there in the same mindset as the performers in Blair Witch, and you're agreeing with them. Like there's a relatability there.
Oh yeah, I think you got a point there.
And there isn't anything like that in Paranormal Activity. That said, I do like the movie, but I didn't like it for a lot of the reasons you pointed out. The very first time I saw it, it was the second time that I saw what I did like and very much respect about the movie. The second one, oddly enough, is a prequel, which is really strange, and the way that they tie in the camera being present in this second one is they're videotaping the whole time, and then the character from the first one, the guy, is like, "Where'd you get this camera?" And is like talking to him about it. He's like, "I think I'm gonna have to pick myself up one of these," and so that's why in the opening of the first one, he's like, "Check out my new camera."
Okay.
And so that's how they tied it in the second one. I've yet to see the third one. I'm curious how that's gonna like.
But you have to see it though, right?
I'm going to. I've heard it's really bad.
Yeah, well, I can imagine.
But
one thing I want to just say that I remembered while you were talking about the first one is that I think at one point they were trying to figure out what was going on. What, they put like flour on the floor, or they put something on the floor, and then the next day or
like
something.
Little demon prints.
Demon footprints, which are like reminiscent of like a chicken foot or a turkey foot or something.
Yeah.
I thought was very laughable. I mean, demon footprints. It's so 0 stars. I gotta break my own 1-star rule and go 0 Paranormal Activity. I mean, so yeah, I figured you'd seen 3. It'd be interesting to actually hear what the hell. And I think they are talking about a 4th.
Are they really? That's
yes, they
unfortunate.
are. So Paranormal has kind of become the new Saw. I can't imagine they're gonna go 7 movies on Paranormal. I can't.
Never
why do
doubt
people
Hollywood.
go? Well, I know, but this. Why do people go back? Why do people go and see these things? Well, like you said, maybe they think. I mean, do they really think that 1, 2, and 3 are all real, and they keep finding this?
I think
what
pretty much it's either that or they like me. They're like, well, I saw the first one. And let's see it again. Like, but and I probably would have seen it in the theater. I contemplated even seeing it in the theater, but because it's shaky cam, I can't do it. I get motion sick. So I have to take Dramamine before I watch these movies, which is really funny. I have to drug myself up to see these movies. But
well, I don't remember Paranormal being so shaky.
I vomited when I saw it in the theater.
Oh man!
I went into I missed a section in the middle because I went into the bathroom and I vomited.
Oh, so you don't actually puke on the floor?
No,
I were able to make it to the.
Yeah, I ran, or I run to the nearest trash bin.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've puked in a theater trash bin?
Yeah.
Like
for Cloverfield, yeah.
So you've never puked on the theater floor?
No, not on the theater floor.
Not yet.
Not yet. knock on every kind of wood.
Pool table. Yeah, I've never puked yet watching. Well, I don't have the motion.
I get motion sick insanely easy. Like I got motion sick during Batman Begins because of the cutting.
Oh, I hated that shit.
The Bourne movies are terrible.
I haven't seen any of them, but yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that's too bad. Does that Dramamine help?
It works. I was able to watch the Paranormal one without even getting motion sick whatsoever.
So they should like have a gift
set. Here's your ticket and a pill.
No, a limited edition gift set like Blu-ray, a DVD, Blu-ray, Dramamine combo.
There you go.
Digital copy and little Dramamine bottle. So that's I've been meaning to do a review on it forever. And you actually, I'm surprised, he actually was able to accept my thoughts without being too. Sometimes over there he's like. Like you can't believe it. How many stars did you give it?
3.5.
3.5. All right, 0 for me. If you're done,
I'm done.
I'm done. We'll catch you later at Paranormal Activity 4. I'm not gonna see it.
No.
Catch you later.
Bye.